Hello, everyone. My name is Akesh Gupta, and I'm the founder and CEO of Lightspeed Solutions. Today, I'm going to share some insights about our development platform, Lightspeed Framework, in this short presentation. Lightspeed Framework is a low-code, fast delivery development approach built from the ground up. Our latest version, Lightspeed Framework 6.0, works with Visual Studio 2022 and supports .NET 6 along with EF Core 6. The improvements in EF Core 6 over EF Core 5 have reduced the gap between the popular micro ORM Dapper and EF Core, with all the advantages of an ORM. In addition, EF Core 6 now supports compiled models, which drastically improve the startup performance, especially for large projects. Lightspeed Framework is an enterprise-grade base application which has most of the standard features you expect already baked in. As security of data is very critical in any application, our framework has integrated the security in all aspects of the application. And features like user authentication, user authorization, password management, and two-factor authentication come standard with the base application. If you're looking to integrate your own custom security, it can be easily implemented using dependency injection. In order to optimize the performance of the application, our framework works with caching data quite extensively. All metadata is cached to reduce the data access requirements and is automatically refreshed when the metadata is updated. Our framework also implements real-time security, but you can configure security cache if needed. And in case you need to make some instant updates, administrators can seamlessly reload the cache from the front end at runtime. With the base application in place, you can plug in your entities and customizations with low-code development. Let me share some key features of our framework by reviewing the Lightwind application to get you started. Once you log into the application, you will see the available menu choices on the left in a collapsible panel with a search feature that results in quicker navigation. As you interact with the available menu options, each action will open up a new MDI window, which is totally independent from other windows. As an example, if you're working on one customer and needs to look up another customer, you don't need to close what you're doing. You can simply open a new MDI window to look up the details. The entire application is fully responsive by design and will adapt to the form factor out of the box. We have integrated Kendo UI components, which are 100% HTML5, into our framework. The base theme has been designed using the SaaS architecture that makes it quite extensible by simply overriding the value of the variables for a desired look and feel. We have even added icons to help you build more professional-looking applications. The home page is where each user starts by default and is your dashboard for the application. Each user can build their own personalized dashboard by simply selecting the desired dashlets from the available list and dropping them on the dashboard. The grid functionality that comes in our framework has some advanced features like ability to add or remove columns on the fly, move or group columns, and perform advanced searches, to name a few. One of the unique features of our grid architecture is the ability to save your customized view so that you have access to them later by simply selecting it from the available list. You can even lock columns as well as load child data right from the parent record. Our framework only loads additional data when requested, thereby achieving a much faster response time. The best part is that all grids are built using metadata without a single line of code. This also allows you to make changes in real time without redeploying a new version of the application. Based on our testing with 1 million rows of data, we have achieved a response time of under 1 second with page size of 50 for 99% of the grids using the framework. Once you select any particular record, you are redirected to a detail view to manage. The add, edit, and show views or forms have been consolidated into a single view that not only cuts down the development effort, but brings a consistent look and feel for a better user experience. The layout of the views is using Bootstrap 5 12-column layout form system. All Kendo UI controls are lightweight and 100% HTML5, which provides a responsive interface. The combo boxes have been optimized with type-ahead searches, which makes them fast and easy to use. As you move around in the application, the breadcrumbs help you stay informed about the starting point and allows you to quickly navigate to any level by selecting the appropriate breadcrumb. When you navigate to a higher level, the details of that level are shown in their original state. Security has been integrated into every component in the framework. Once you log into the application, you will only be shown the options that are allowed for your role assignment. Security also controls various actions that a user is allowed and can be adjusted at runtime with no additional development. If you feel that users may get overwhelmed with all the features of the framework, you can easily turn some of the features off in application settings to suit your needs. Once users are comfortable with the application, advanced features can then be introduced by simply turning these settings on. As you can see, there's no development overhead since this is an integral part of our framework. There are many features of the framework, and I encourage you to explore them individually by visiting our framework feature section of our website. Now let's open Visual Studio and take a look at the base solution to understand the folder structure in our project. There are 4 main folders that I would like to share with you today. They are controllers, view models, views, and styles. The controllers folder is where all the server-side logic sits for various entities. Let's review some of the controllers in our base application. As you can see, the code in most of the controllers is quite light and is limited to the requirements specific to the entity. This is because we have designed a generic controller that every controller inherits from, and the generic controller has all the standard functionality. Our dry approach to development, which is do not repeat yourself, will not only save you many weeks of development time, but also allows you to make global updates to the standard behavior at one place with low code. Lightspeed framework uses the MVVM paradigm for all our views or forms from ASP.NET days, and are now tied to a view model rather than directly to a specific entity model. This allows you to make views that are more flexible, as they are not tied to a single entity model, but to a view model which can have data from multiple entities. The view model approach also helps by not overexposing the attributes, as it limits the data to only what is needed by the respective view. As an example, the view model required for the user profile view is limited to a few attributes, whereas the view model required for the user account view might require all attributes. In this use case, both view models are finally mapped to the same model. The next folder in Views is Views, where you define your user interfaces. As you can see, the individual views are limited to the section of the page that is specific to the view model only. The overall page is controlled by layouts, so that we define the common components like menus, breadcrumb bar, action bars only once, and they will be shared across all views. And in case you need a custom view, you can surely define your specific layout very easily. The last folder I would like to share is Styles folder, where you can manage your application themes. In this example, we have 3 themes that inherit from the base theme and are mainly empty except the Bootstrap, where we have altered the styles by adjusting the variables. Most of the users primarily work in controllers, view models, and views for most of their development effort, as models are more or less the standard EF core classes that do not require any updates in 99% of the use cases. Application performance has been drastically improved when compared to the older platforms like .NET MVC or ASP.NET. As much as we all like to design our applications from scratch, it's an art to put the widgets together to build the perfect solution that is optimized, extensible, and maintainable. Lightspeed Framework's base application will jumpstart your development, as the solution has all the necessary plumbing for you to get started. Our framework does not limit on your development team size or the number of end users. It works seamlessly with any source control management like Git or SVN. Once your application is ready, you can deploy it to Azure right from Visual Studio, which takes the guessing game out, thereby saving many hours of frustration. In case you're looking to build a multi-tenant application, the low-code model works by just enabling the configuration, and based on your database schema, the feature will automatically get triggered. Hope that this short introduction to our framework has intrigued your interest to learn in depth and evaluate if this will fit your needs. Thanks for watching this introductory video on Lightspeed Framework. If you have any questions or need to explore the feasibility of our framework with your requirements, feel free to contact us.